Hi, welcome to my channel. I always have to check my mic. I think it's my signature pose or what have you. Hope everyone's doing absolutely amazing. Thank you for stopping by. I want to talk about parasites. Oh my God. Now, we're not talking about like the parasites that lives like in your intestines. We're talking about human form parasites. And make sure that you stick with me until the end of the video, because I have the antidote to repelling these human form parasites. Y'all ain't ready for this. I know y'all been waiting on this. Oh my God. First, I am going to give you a Webster Dictionary definition of a parasite. I wrote some notes down, which is totally unlike me, but I didn't want to miss any points because this is a very important topic. Now, the definition of a parasite is, it is an organism that lives in or on another organism of another species, which is quote unquote the host, and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense. I'm sorry. So let me read that last sentence. And they benefit by deriving nutrients at the other's expense. How many people have been in contact with a person that totally makes you feel so tired and totally zaps your energy? You could be so happy, full of joy, and they come around, they don't have to say nothing, and you just feel down, or you feel annoyed, or you feel just so sad. But the biggest sign of a parasite is being exhausted and tired. I mean, just out of the blue, you're tired. You can barely stay awake. You just keep yawning. You're just so tired. That person is siphoning your energy. They're just sitting there, just like my parasite suckable sound, but they're just sitting there, just eating away, and you're just, it's like your battery charge is going down, 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 down. And you'd be like, man, all of a sudden I'm just exhausted, and I don't know why. Or you also, around this particular energy, it is very important for us to stay tuned with how we feel, of course, in the presence of another person. That is a big, big indicator of the exchange that is happening. Now, you also want to pay attention to how you feel about yourself in the presence of that particular energy. If you feel lack, if you feel your confidence is gone, you're second guessing yourself, a big, big one is your creative energy is gone. You just are not really sure of yourself anymore. You know, it's just you don't feel like yourself anymore. And it's because you have a parasite eating on top of your energy. And I laugh because it's crazy how this thing it transpires. Now, once you pinpoint a parasite, don't just come off on people like they're doing something to you, because most of the time, this is a subconscious behavior. They have no idea that they're doing that. They have been doing it, probably all of their lives. So if you say something to them, they're going to look at you like, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? I'm not parasiting off. I'm not absorbing your energy. When you have been like that all of your life, that's what you think is normal. That is their normal state of being. And it's nothing you can do about that. So we don't need people to change. We just have to change how we deal with people. So you don't go to, because these energies, they can be in your lover, in your family members, in your children. Oh God, it is a big one in the children. Oh goodness. big way that the parasitic energy is born. And we're going to tap into that when it comes to children, because I know you're like, wait, I have to take care of my child. And yes, you do, but not at the expense of yourself. Yes, we love our children, but society puts this entitlement, puts this demand on parents to give everything, all of yourself, to your children, when that's karmic energy. That is not what we're supposed to do. We're always supposed to have a good relationship with ourselves and not put no other energy before our own selves. And this is not selfish. This is self-love. And by you doing this for yourself, you are able to show up in this world at your most highest capacity. So don't give all of yourself to your children. And it also gives them a false sense of what this world is. They have to learn to be totally accountable for their own energy. We are teaching our children that they are a human only. They are identifying themselves as that body, as that identity that you have given them. But it's very, very important for them to learn the whole of who they really are. So by you scaling back and pouring into yourself, you are also teaching your child to pour into themselves and not betray themselves or abandon themselves for another person. So that is so important. And also, you want to make sure that you are conducting a very healthy and positive relationship with your children, with your significant other, with everyone who looks to you for support. You want to always put you first. Always put you first, because you cannot show up in your best if you are pouring yourself out and just stretching yourself thin. That is not what this is about. And when you really love someone, you want them to be able to learn to show up in the full capacity of who they are as well. So moving on. Now I am going to discuss the antidote. This is what everyone has been waiting for. And before we start, another way that your energy is siphoned is through sexual energy. Excuse me. Through sexual energy. So if you have someone who looks to you to give them sex every single day and just exploit your sexual energy. You may be, really good in that area in bed. And so a person could take that and take it for granted and not appreciate the power of your sexual energy and the sacredness of your sexual energy. Oh man, I got a tickle. Excuse me. I'm still getting over, if you haven't seen in a previous video, I'm still getting over COVID. Well, I'm over COVID. I still have like a little tickle every now and again in my throat. So just bear with me. We just move through this thing, So, and we're talking about parasites. COVID is a parasite. Anyway, we're going to move along and talk about the antidote, the repellent for parasites. The number one thing that we have to do is make sure that we are valuing our energy. And when you value your energy, you have no problems with asserting boundaries. Boundaries are so very important. Boundaries keep people privy to how to deal with you. And boundaries, it is so important to already have them enforced, already have an idea of how you are going to be treated and how you want people to view you or deal with you in every right now moment. So boundaries are very important. In the beginning of my journey, I had so many issues with setting boundaries, and it came from not valuing myself. Once you shift energetically where you do not view yourself as just a body, as an identity, once you shift into viewing yourself as who you really are, which is energy, you will value your energy. You will look at people and say, look, there is nothing that is a red flag for me. That is a no. You're not going to cross this threshold right here. This is my space. This is what is required in order to rendezvous with me. And if you don't like it, you can leave. And you have to really be solid in that. You have to be willing to leave and don't care. It is no limit to who you will leave. You will not, it's just certain things that you're not going to take. And you will leave. You don't mind losing friends. You don't mind being talked about. There's just certain things that you will say, oh, hell no, you're not going to do that. You're not doing that with me. And so you have to have those boundaries enforced. Also, energetically. Energetic boundaries are so important because a lot of people are not, they are not in the knowing of who they are as an energetic being. And they are unconsciously siphoning your energy. So energetic boundaries are, oh my God, you have to have those. Now, number 2, you want to release codependencies. You want to walk in an energy of not needing nothing because you don't. When you have codependencies, meaning you don't need anybody's validation, you don't need anybody's approval, you don't need anybody's attention, you don't need anything from anybody, because what happens is you open yourself up to being susceptible to parasites because they have to, you are attracting the energy that you are holding. A codependent person is siphoning energy from another being. So you want to be all the things that you need for yourself. You're not broken. You have absolutely everything that you need to make it. I promise you. Now, if you do not release those codependencies, a parasite sees that as an opportunity to siphon your energy. And there'll be that, say you are a person who seeks approval or validation. Well, that parasite will get into your field and give you validation and approval. They will shower you with all of these things that, that they just feel that you're such an amazing person, and they'll shower you with all of these different love bombs. That's what I call them. Just all of these different things of how you're so great, and they just approve of you. Everything that you are looking to receive from people, a parasite will sit in your energy field and feed you that energy. So it's very important to release codependencies. Number 3 is honesty. You want to be honest with yourself and honest with that person. Honesty is a big one, a very big one. If a person is taking too much of your time, calling you too much, you want to be honest. You want to be honest and say, hey, this is no longer working for me. We have to do something different. Which that goes in the bracket with boundaries, but honesty is a big thing. It's a big thing. Number 4 is release the need to be responsible for other people. We all need to be, or should be, holding ourselves accountable for our own energy. Stop feeling responsible for other people. You have to remember that life does not need help. Life does not need help. Life is the ultimate, the ultimate life force. It's the biggest, perfect, it's not even words to explain life force. It doesn't need any help. And a lot of people who assume that they need to be responsible for other people, they are receiving a payoff that they're not aware of. I'll give you an example. You have some people that will break their necks to help people. Well, in their mind, this is the thing they do. I'm helping people. But the intention, subconsciously, is I am helping people because it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like I am a good person. So I love to help people. I love to help people because it makes me feel good about myself, and it makes me feel like I'm a good person. So the intention, the payoff, is the real reason why you're exerting yourself and helping and bending over backwards to help people, is you're gaining a payoff of validation. That's not right. That is not right. Whenever you do something for someone, it is serving another divine being. You're not doing it to make you feel good about yourself. You already feel good about yourself. You already validate yourself. You are more or less just serving, and it's a normal energy. And I'll tell you one way to determine that this is what you're doing. If the person that you help doesn't respond or help you when you're in need, or doesn't give you the response that you're looking for, and it makes you get an attitude, and you feel used, and you feel unappreciated, and you feel, like, or a lot of people will throw that in that person's face. They'll say, well, I did this, and this for you. You can't do this for me? That is an indication that that action or those actions that were done were not out of the goodness of your heart. They had an underlying intention behind it. Okay, moving on to number 5. Let go of guilt. Let go of guilt. Stop thinking that you are wrong for standing up for yourself. Stop thinking that you are wrong for setting those boundaries. Stop thinking that you are wrong for calling somebody out on their shit. You're not doing anything wrong. You are being true and authentic. So let go of guilt. You're not doing anything wrong. Number 6, stop giving your care away. Okay. And this goes along with stop feeling sorry for people. If you are putting all your care into someone else, guess what? Especially someone who is not putting that attention into themselves. They don't have to care about themselves because you're doing it. They're using your care. And then if you're giving your care to another individual, what do you have for yourself? Stop giving away your care. Once again, life does not need your help. Life doesn't need it. And stop feeling sorry for people. Stop it. It's not right. It's because everyone is a divine being. If you're feeling sorry for them, you're sending them negative energy. Instead of feeling sorry for them, empower them. Send them confidence. Send them positive energy. See the highest version of that being. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't let them come to you with sob stories. Don't feed into that. No. Because guess what? It is just siphoning your energy. When they have their own supply of energy. And if you are stepping in and taking away the opportunity for that person to step into their sovereignty, that's not love. That is not love. When you love someone, you want them to show up in their highest version of themselves. So no more feeling sorry. No. Now, we have, do not allow people to impose on your space, on your energy. This was a big one for me as well, because I would say to myself, well, they should automatically know not to do that. I'm looking at people to use common sense. But I had to learn that everyone doesn't have the same standard when it comes to common sense. So really, sense is not common. It's listen to that. Sense is not common, which is true. It's true. It's what standard that they go by within themselves. So you can't just think that a person automatically knows not to overstay their welcome or not to invade your space. So it's very important to stop that in its track. Now, do not feel bad for hurting people's feelings. Let me tell you something. You are not responsible for anyone's feelings. They get to decide what they do with their feelings. When you say something to a person, it's their choice on how they want to respond to what you are saying. So if they choose to feel hurt by what you're saying, that is not your problem. That is what they decided to do with their energy, and they can't blame you for that. So release the fear of hurting people's feelings, because it's their feelings. They have complete control over their feelings. And last but not least, this is a really big one here. It is know the intention of people who are in your presence. Really, really, really find out what the intent is for their presence. What are they there for? What do they want? Because, and this comes with discernment too, a person can represent themselves in one way, but their intention is something totally different. And how you're able to determine and cipher through the energy is if a person just doesn't seem right, it's just something not right about that person. Believe that. That is a conflict in their intention and what they're presenting in the physical form. So listen to yourself. You're not crazy. Energy do not lie. If they are presenting one way, but their intention is another, you will feel that. You will feel like, okay, there's something, I can't put my finger on it, but it's something about this person. Or you feel annoyed, or you look into you'll say, dog, this is a nice person. Why do they annoy me? Or why whenever I see them coming, I'll be like, oh my God, but it's a nice person. What is wrong? And then the first thing we do is turn the blame on ourselves, like, darn, what is wrong with me? This is a nice person, and I can't stand to see them coming. Like, why? Because it's energy. Trust how you feel. Trust your intuition. Trust the energy that is coming off of another person. And another indication is when you come in contact with someone and you have this that feeling, that's parasite. You just and then you have to like get prepared for them. You gotta get yourself energetically prepared to be able to interact with this person. It's a parasite. Be mindful and be careful and value your energy, because baby, it is your bread and your butter. Your energy is your currency. So you don't have time to be playing around with your energy. So I hope this video really sheds light on quite a few things within your life so that you can revamp some things and help you to raise your vibration to its highest. So that's my mission in this video for today. And thank you all for watching, and until next time, peace. Love you guys.